Hey scrapbookers, so I am a girl who, I'm a woman, I'm 43, but I'm a girl who considers herself tech challenged. But in the year 2014, if you were born in 1970 like me, tech has come a long way, right? It has. Since we were born, I mean, things are drastically different. And so if you look at all of the retro kind of tech from the 60s and the little robots and that sort of thing, and then you go and just where computers were then, and I wasn't alive in the 60s, but even from 1970 until now, I mean, tech has changed so much, and now we are so used to just having everything, there for us, and it's so easy, and, well, it can be easy, but it's things have come a long way, baby, and so I wanted to make a page about that, and just the fact that, now as, part of everyday life, we can't really imagine our lives without computers anymore. And when I was born, I mean, my dad had an office, and it was full of typewriters. And we don't see typewriters very much anymore. I mean, people are collecting them because they're cute, but they're not really, typewriters are not the way that we're communicating anymore. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to go for that retro tech vibe. So I just picked this paper here as a background paper, and then let's see if that is square. This motif here with the little asterisks remind me a lot of the Jetsons. That doesn't look square though. I want that to be a square. So let's go with that. So those things that I was just unpeeling and not explaining, I just printed off or cut some random things from my silhouette. And so that was a floppy disk, a record, and a little cute little robot. So here we go. So I don't want to spend too much time on my page design. So I'm just going to do my pick it and stick it and say I like that. Do I want to save this? Kind of. Let's just do that. So when you have a piece of paper that you think you might want to use again, and, will I probably use it again? Probably no. I probably have tons of, plenty of paper, but let me just do it anyways, just to satisfy my own self. So what you can do is just use your page trimmer to cut out the middle, and I did buy myself some new scissors when I was at the office supply store. So I'm just cutting the middle of this out just in case I want to use this color. This aqua I really like, and I do like this other side, and that's probably why I bought the paper, but I haven't used it yet, so that's just going to go into my scrap bin, which I just keep right handy near my desk. So anyways, and I have some cute things in here. I could easily get distracted with these, but let's try not to do that. Although I kind of want to. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. I kind of like a couple of these, and I think I might use them on my page. So I am a scrapbooker who really does. I really enjoy after I've cut up paper, I tend to use it so much more easily than when I first get it, when it's all in one sheet. Then I want to, save it and everything else. There's the story photo. I like all this. This isn't old stuff. It's new from October afternoon. Okay, so anyways, that little diversion. Let's see. Yeah. Huh, there's a lot of cute things in here. I want to use that too. Oh, a lot actually. A lot of cute stuff. Okay, I should stop. So here's some more retro tech. There's a lot of retro tech right now in terms of motif and scrapbooking. But let's just go with what I have chosen so I don't get that far off topic. Okay, so we're going to lay this down right about there. And I'm just going to use some double stick tape. So if you're new to my YouTube channel, I'm Katie Scott, and I make scrapbook process videos in real time, which means I sometimes have a bit of an idea about what I'm going to be making, but most of the time it's not that clear, so that you're seeing my process as I'm making the page. So good, bad, and indifferent. Sometimes things work out really well. Other times, you know, they don't. But so on this page I had a little bit of a plan, but it's not all that concrete. And so what I do to the backs of my layouts when I have a cut up like this is I will just kind of tape that down with regular tape. And the reason that I do that is, say the other layout that is attached to it has brads or something like that. And is this making it not acid free? Yeah. It's it's doing bad things in that regard, but it's going to make it easier for me to slide in the page and not have it catch on the other page in my book. And I move my pages around in my albums, so that's one reason I do that. All right. Ta-da. Okay. Let's get on with this. So here's a couple of photos that I took recently of myself. So they are selfies, and what they are is I was teaching a class and about Pinterest, and I took a picture of myself with my iPad and the Pinterest things, and then this is from a different class that I taught recently that was about scrapbook organization. So okay, why I'm stopping is I'm kind of thinking of, I think my title is going to go here, and I wanted to say maybe tech girl or tech nerd or reluctant tech nerd. That's my title. And so, yeah. And then where is this little guy going to go? Maybe over here. Maybe over here. Maybe something like this. Okay, so excuse my thinking out loud process, but that's how this process goes for me. Yeah, so I did a couple of classes online, and I'm just wondering, how am I going to get my journaling on here? And I think I want it to be right here in this section. So maybe this little guy's going to go Okay, so I'm thinking I want to have like some kind of notebook paper here. I want to color this little robot. I'm probably going to do that with Copics, and then I want to have a background for this, and I would like to use these letters because I think they look techie. These are from Sassafras. They're very old, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get to this stuff over here. And what do I want to say on this page? The thing that I really want to say is like, you know, it's that history of, maybe it is just like, yeah. Okay, I know what to do. I'm going to do like the dates, and then like fill in what technology I was using at the time. And I think I'll call it Tech Girl. And maybe I'll put some eyelashes on this little robot. Maybe, possibly, let's see. I also like the idea of using this as kind of an anchoring line. Let's see. I do think that I'm going to have to cover up a lot of this paper, which is just fine. I'm going to mat these two photos together. Maybe like this. Maybe this way. Because I can get my little... And then I can write techie. How about techie? Is that a word? I think that's a word. But then if I put it over this, then we're going to have orange competing with each other, competing with itself. There's orange on the background of that. But I like the idea of adding orange into this just because I do like the color orange. But I want to get like a notebook paper over here with my journaling about, so I'm looking for, I'm looking for some very specific paper that I got at a scrapbooking yard sale. And it was the Scenic Route notebook paper. And I don't know as if I'm going to find it. And so I've got some stacks of pattern paper kind of very close by. And, I think I found it. Yay. Okay, it's kind of an off-white color, which is fine for this purpose. So I'm just going to want this. And what I'm going to do is just kind of mark it off with my thumbnail about how large I want that to cut it. Oops. So I haven't been scrapbooking much lately. It's true. I'm not proud, but let's see. Okay, so there's my little, I kind of think I want an orange to go in back of this whole bit. Yeah, maybe. Okay. So, this isn't exactly orange, is it? But it has some orange in it. And I kind of like it. And I already feel like I'm taking too much time. So I'm going to use it. Let's see. Let's do it like, I want to get it kind of like this. And then cut it so you don't really see those flowers. Yeah. Alright, so let's start sticking some of this down. Part of my philosophy with scrapbooking is that it's great to take your time and enjoy the process. It really is lovely. But it's also good to get stuff done. And so lately I have really been in a scrapbooking slump. And I think maybe what happened was I did a whole lot. And after I do a whole lot, then I usually need to rest. So it's an ebb and flow creatively. And I think that's totally normal. And it's okay. And so you have to convince yourself, like, don't freak out. This is a natural part of the process. And so sometimes I even have to remind myself of that. And I really know that well. I've been scrapbooking for, like, I want to say about 15 years now. So I'm really familiar with this ebb and flow process. But still, sometimes when it happens, still freaks me out a little. Because you kind of think like, oh my gosh, am I going to get it back? Okay, so I'm thinking I want to just use a little washi in here just for, I don't know, because why not? I don't know if I really do though. Let's just see how it looks. Whoops. Well, just because I didn't really want to have that I don't know. I'm not really in love with this, but we'll go with it. So that's part of my process is, you know, you don't have to completely love it to still say like, let's just go with this. And that way, when you get to the next decision, you can just go with the next decision. So sometimes you can surprise yourself. But yeah, on the topic of the ebb and flow of creativity, that's been on my mind because I have been having such a slump. Okay, so I want to trim this down just a little bit, I think, on the edges so you can see a little bit more of this paper showing through. So after I've had kind of a ebb, I guess that's what I would describe what I've just been going through, like a time when I'm creatively just empty. Yeah, that's harsh, isn't it? But I have been a little creatively empty lately, and I don't know why. I kind of know why, but I've had some, you know, there's just been life stress, and that's part of life, right? But sometimes when you're going through a little stress in your real life, it means your creative process is just going to be a little bit hindered. And so that's what's been going on for me lately. Okay, I don't like that. Let's see about this. Do we like this? I don't know. It's okay. All right, if it's okay, we're going to go with it. Yeah, so what have I been up to, you say, with all of this, like, creative unrest? Well, we went on spring break. We did a big, long road trip. And I've been trying to lose weight, and I'll tell you, I've been not living up to my self-imposed expectations. So that's been a little frustrating for me. I really don't want to blame, like, all of my life's problems on my son is having a very difficult year in terms of school, and that has been a stress. And so I think what I'm going to do is lay a little bit of this color down here just to bring that in to make it more of a square. Get that page back. But yeah, we've been having kind of a struggle with school, and that's been stressful for everyone. Yeah, it just has. And so sometimes I think when you're stressed out, maybe you just need to go inward a little bit, and that's probably what I've been doing. But I don't really think that's super helpful, because I do think that being creative, no matter what form that takes for you. So, you know, for me right now it's scrapbooking, but it could be writing or art or cooking or whatever you do to kind of creatively take a release and like take a break from real life. I think that it's important to do that on a consistent basis. But I also think, like, you know, that saying, like, everything in moderation, even moderation. You can't be creatively productive all of the time. So, yeah. Sometimes, like, saying all that stuff is way easier than, like, actually living through it, where you're kind of going through all of that angst. Because nobody enjoys the angst. I don't. I'm sure you don't either. It's stressful. It's not fun to be all angst-ridden. But the angst probably has a purpose. So if you're having angst, it's probably telling you, like, hey, something, you know, I'm taking it as a, maybe there's some improvements that I could make in my life. And my one little word this year is improvement. So I try to be patient with myself, and I try to, you know, yeah, to just go with the flow as much as I can. Okay, so am I going to use those other things? I don't know. See, I made this cute little floppy disk, but I don't even know if I'm going to use that. And that was I really want to. I almost feel like I need to look back at, and this was the record player. I really should have printed these on, this record is like way bigger than I need. Yeah, I didn't really plan that out very well. I think what I'll do is maybe this will be my little visual triangle. So I've got the cute little robot, and then I've got this floppy disk, which is kind of going to go, I almost have to look at the disk again to see what it looks like. But I also think I kind of want to print it out smaller. Let me see if I can do that. So I'm over here on my silhouette. No, I don't want to save it. And then I'm going back and I'm going to do my floppy disk, but I'm going to make it smaller. Oops, hold on. So I'm going to the part where you can size it, and I'm going to size it down like 50%, maybe 60, apply. Oops, apply. It's not working. Oh, it's not really working. All right, I'm gonna ditch that trying to fix it thing. Well, this isn't a very interesting video, is it? I'm sorry. Let's see. Select all. Okay, now I can apply. That made it smaller. Okay. So now I'm going to take that and I guess just cut it again. Let me see if I can. I'm going to use the thing where you can align to the bottom so I can print it. Oh, I don't know. I'm going back and forth with whether I want to change this or not. I think I'm not going to use that. Retro tech. Okay, let's start with the timeline, because that's yeah, I kind of do want to do the little floppy disk. So I just need a piece of white cardstock, and let's see if I can find one quickly. I wonder, oh, this would be interesting, is if I could do, like, I have this as my white, I could print it in the two different colors. Let's try that. I've never done this before. Alright, so I'm going to print, I'm going to cut on my silhouette the two different colors. So I know you can't see me, but I am loading it into my silhouette. Okay, and now I'm going to copy, let's see, whoops. It's a good thing the silhouette has the undo feature. Okay, now I've gotten a row of 3, and hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and just to prove how tech challenged I am, this is my silhouette cut. And my background I don't think is sticky enough anymore. It used to be too sticky, and now I have the opposite problem. It is not sticky enough, so it got all mangled when I was doing it. And yeah, that wasn't very fun. But I Okay, so sometimes I laugh at myself because what's the alternative, right? And so lately, my daughter has been giving me a hard time about that. She is 10, and but she's, you know, she feels like she's a teenager already. But so when I go, and I messed it all up, haha, she just thinks that little haha at the end is so annoying. And I get it. I agree with her to a certain extent, because you watch, the thing that comes to mind is like the nervous laughter that's annoying is, remember that show with Hugh Hefner, like the Playboy guy? Is that his name? I think it is. And he had 3 girlfriends. Well, the youngest one of them, Kendra, she was always like laughing after everything she said, and it is annoying, so I apologize. But I say to my daughter, it's like, I can laugh or I can I can cry. So yeah. All right, so I don't really understand how to put this little thing, this floppy disk together. So there's a part that should be like an opening at the top. I don't really get this at all. It should be like, there should be like one with a hole in it. I don't understand this. Maybe it's kind of like this. You go like, I think that must be it, part of it. Yeah, so this part, so the back part we want to be black. Okay, and then this part we want to be silver, but I didn't copy anything that was, I didn't print it out on silver paper, so I am just going to color this silver, oops, with a Sharpie, and hopefully it'll look okay. Yep, it looks metallic to me. Okay, so that's going to go on the top of this little floppy disk, which we have an office, and we had like a 20-year-old receptionist a couple of years ago, and it was so funny because she had never seen one of these before, a floppy disk. I was like, oh man, I really am, like, that's so bizarre. It's so bizarre, like, it makes you feel old, but it also, like, it kind of, when I was growing up and my grandfather would do, he would have, like, you know, the 8-track, and we thought that was so retro back then, or, okay, so this part, I think, goes on the bottom, yeah? Like, kind of a messy looking, I'm not doing a very good job of this, but, it kind of makes you feel like, I think we have been experiencing, like, such a boom in technology that, like, I don't think the world has ever experienced anything like this before. I mean, maybe they have, but I don't think they have. I think it's, we really are experiencing something unique, and we've just had this tech explosion, and we've just been trying to keep up, you know, as people. It's amazing and awesome, but it's also, like, kind of mind-blowing. It's just you know, it's not even kind of mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. It is. It really is. Like, all the changes we've seen in our life. And so when our grandchildren are, let's see, I think that's going to go right over there, and it's going to be a color. So let's make that orange, because I love orange. And also, that's the color they use in the sample there. Oops, that's going to be a good orange. So this page is kind of about that. I wonder, like, our grandchildren, you know, if they're going to have the same tech explosion as us, or, you know, are things going to slow down, or are they just going to keep going so fast? I almost want to call this page, like, fast forward, because we are going, like, into the future so fast. and it's kind of about, yeah. My thought is I want to talk about how fast everything has been going lately. Okay, so here's my little, this little bit. I'm not sure where on the page this is going to go yet. Maybe just right in the middle there. I don't know yet. And then Mr. Robot, I kind of want to go here. And I sort of want the robot to be orange. Do we want the robot to be orange? I don't think these letters are going to work anymore here. Let's see. So I'm not totally committed to this here. It could also go, I don't know, I guess it's going to go right there. I haven't really started to lay down my journaling yet. I should probably start doing that. Okay, I just need a scratch piece of paper to color onto. So let's see if we can color this robot. This seems like a bad way to do it. Oh, but you know what? I could make certain parts of him different colors if I do it like this. But I don't think this is a great way to do it. I don't recommend this. Or at least with these markers, these are Faber-Castell Artist Pen, and I think I should have used a Copic because it would cover a bigger area. Yeah, that looks horrible. Let's try the other side. And let's go with, my problem is I don't think I have a Copic that's orange. This might be. Yeah, let's try that one. It's kind of running out of steam. And it's not really the color that I want. Let's see if we can kind of darken it up. It's not, it's okay. This is a wide Copic, extra broad it says. And I don't know how I came up. I think I got it at the scrapbooking yard sale. Okay, so I kind of like a little bit the way that it looks. Like you can see the variations of color. It's all right. I think I'll keep it as it is. And then I'm wondering, I think I want to make its little antenna silver. See that? And maybe just the little hands silver too. This is just a silver Sharpie. I really like the metallic Sharpies. They're pretty cool. I do not know if they're acid free. I don't think they are. I also don't care. So there. Okay, so there we go with the cute little robot. And, but I do kind of want to bring this color that I used before into the robot. So let's put the robot here, right there, and just, okay. Better way to adhere the robot is going to be the sticky dots. I love the sticky dots by ThermoWeb for attaching die cuts to layouts. So you just go like that. If you've watched my videos before, I use these all the time. Sometimes I can't, there's some videos where I can't find them. I'm always like, I don't think I could live without my ThermoWeb sticky dots. I use them a lot because what happens is they're just going to put the adhesive onto the back of your die cut, and that makes it really easy to adhere your die cut. So but we want to be a little bit precise with this, so let's see. It's not perfect, but I think it's okay. And then let's see about using these little, let's put the eyeballs on her, him or her. Oh, we're going to make it into a her, aren't we? We're going to give her some eyelashes. Let's see. And I don't know if I'm going to get these on perfectly, and I also don't care. It's going to be okay with me if they're not perfect, I think. Yeah, it's okay. They're not perfect. But neither am I. So neither is my robot. It's okay. And then the robot eyeballs. Okay, so those should be these little dots. And I don't think I should make them that bright orange. I think that would be weird. But let's make the eyeballs, the center of the eyeballs black. I can't, oh, here's the other one. So I'm just going to color those in black. I hope. If I can find a black marker. Hold on. Easier said than done. Okay, I couldn't find one, so this is definitely not archival. It is, I could have used a Copic, but this is just a normal Crayola marker. Let's see how we do with this. Yep. It's fine. Gonna use that. And I'll do the same little sticky dots to adhere them. Okay. And how about this heart? I was going to put the heart up here, but I almost want to put the heart here and make it this color to tie those two colors together. And that was this color, I believe. Let me just see. Yep. So I'll tell you, since I've got my silhouette, and since I did one shop after the most recent CHA, but I didn't really buy a lot. The CHA is the Craft and Hobby Association, and they have a trade show every January to kind of show you all the new stuff, and usually I get quite excited and buy some of the new stuff. But I'll tell you what, and I also went through a big phase of should I join a kid club, and you know what, all of those thoughts are kind of out the window for me, and I just really want to use my silhouette, which is a toy that I got for Christmas, a die cutting machine, and my existing stuff. I'm actually in a place where I think I want to kind of tone down the amount of stuff that I have, so I don't really want to buy more stuff. Okay, so to test out how eyelashes are going to look on this, I'm just going to go like that, and then let's see, how can we make the eyelashes? Okay. Okay. She has tiny little eyelashes. They're a little goofy. But there you go. But yeah, I kind of, I guess I go through phases of whether I want to acquire new stuff. And I'm in a phase where I haven't been scrapbooking a lot lately, but I don't have a big desire to buy new things. And maybe that has something to do with my recent lack of creativity, but I don't think so. I think that I think sometimes you can almost get like so much stuff that it's overwhelming, and I'm feeling this need to like clear the decks, you know, to have less scrapbooking supplies. And I don't think that will impair my ability to make cute pages. I don't think it will. Doesn't mean I'm not going to buy new stuff. I will. But okay, putting my markers back in the drawer. And I'm feeling the same way with my clothes closet. So I think there's so much similarity between what you do in your life and what you do in creativity. So there's sometimes when you're gathering stuff together, and then there's other times when you're kind of getting rid of stuff. And so because I'm trying to lose weight, I also feel like I'm trying to get rid of physical items. There's a book by Peter Walsh called Does This Clutter Make My Butt Look Big? And I think he has I haven't read the book, but I think he's got a point. Yes, your clutter is making your butt look big. So, reluctant techie. Okay, so I don't know how to spell techie. I want to call it Catechie, but I'm not sure. Oh, so sometimes to spell check stuff. Techies, techie, geek, techie. I think it's just Techie. Okay. All right, I think that's it. So let's see how much we can fit with this. I really think that, I think that, oh, my title. I think it's not going to be orange, unfortunately. I think it needs to be, maybe that other, maybe this. I think that the title is going to be My Love-Hate Relationship with Technology. How about that? Yes. And then I think I do want to use this heart up at the top. Let me see if I can get it up there. Without... No, it's not really... Is it gonna... I don't know. But that kind of like zooms in on, there's my tech thing. And get some glue in the middle here that I'm trying to get out. Yeah, I'm not loving that. Oh well, it's okay. It's like that last bachelor kept saying, it's okay, it's okay. But I like the kind of visual triangle-ish of that. So, alright, I think I have an idea for my... I want my title to stand out though, and I'm not sure it's going to. I think I need it to be bigger than this font. And I'm thinking it needs to be like this cream color. Yeah, I think that. Let me look in my little drawer of tricks. I have a drawer full of letter stickers and stickers. So I'm looking for off-white. Oh, I might have something. Okay. I think I found something that's going to work. It kind of has a, like a grid to it, and this is these are thickers from, I think, Studio Calico. Okay. sort of don't want to cover that up because I like being able to see what's in the my love-hate. I think I'm going to start this from the back and then work my way this way. And so I want to spell out the word technology, and I like to write it out, especially when I'm doing it backwards, technology, so I don't misspell it. So let's get started. So that's going to be kind of my line that I'm going to put everything on. Can you see that? I think you're going to be able to see that. Okay. So my videos are really intended. I hope that when you're watching the videos, you're not just watching, that you're working along with me and you kind of think of me as your virtual scrap buddy, because I do my layouts and I do my videos in real time, and so you're seeing my whole process. I haven't figured it out ahead of time, and if you like that type of video, there is a lot of that to choose from on YouTube, and I would point you in the direction of the 2Ps. They really do a great job of very concise videos where you're going to get about 20 minutes of here you go, here's how to make the page, and it's done. And it looks fabulous. My videos are not that, and I kind of like it that way. So I like to show you my whole process, including my struggles. And so, yeah, here we go. So this is going to be like technology, my life in technology, or something like that. So I want to use those little stickers that I have that are from Tim Holtz that I love so much, and I reach for them all the time. Just going to put these other letter stickers back where they go. Yeah, oops. Okay. So I have a little drawer of little letter stickers, and I love these ones. Okay, so I'm just wondering what my little subtext is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to say technology in warp speed. So warp speed is something that they were always talking about on Star Trek. And I used to watch Star Trek with my dad, and I don't know, it does feel like warp speed. It is pretty awesome though. You know, I often wonder, before you're born, up in heaven, if you could request certain things to God, hey, I'd really like to be, a tall person, or I'd like to live in such and such a country, or I'd like to live in such and such a time. Like, I wonder if we ever got to pick, and if we all get to pick, like, I'd like to live in the time when technology goes absolutely so fast. I wonder. Yeah. Wouldn't that be interesting? You get to, you know, make requests, and like some of your requests got granted, but not all of them. I don't know. That's a really weird aside. So that's the other thing you'll get with my videos, is I kind of ramble, and so I like to think of my videos as okay, technology and warp speed. And then I kind of want to put 1970 till now, but I don't think I'm going to have enough space. 19. Maybe I'll put that in a different font, to the now, or maybe I'll put the the current year. What is the current year? That's a good question. 2014. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of crazy. Okay. 2. Okay, in warp speed, 1972, and then I'm going to use those other letters that I had out just a second ago. Let's see. Put them back. Let's see if I can find them. Oh, come on. Here they are. Okay. These are Studio Calico from 2010. But one of the reasons I like them so much is they have the letters, or the numbers, which you don't always get. Let's see, let's put it here. Isn't it bizarre that it's 2014? Like, I was trying to explain to my kids, because we listen to some of my old, 80s music in the car, and I have like a CD that's where a lot of the old songs are on, and that's how my daughter knows about Madonna. But I also have, like, Prince. I have the 1999 song, and I was trying to explain to them, like, back when that song came out, like, the thought of the year 1999 was, like, so far away. And then the thought of the year, the thought of, like, being in the 2000s, like, I don't even think we really thought about that. Like, I didn't. I don't know. I think we really just thought the world was going to end after the year 1999. Like, we really couldn't conceptualize, the year 2000, like, that seemed really in the future. Like, we were all going to be driving those flying cars that the Jetsons were using. So, technology. So now is where I want to put my, let's see. See if I can kind of, alright, so I think I'm going to move that down a little bit, which doesn't really make for the most awesome visual triangle, but I think it's going to make, because there's my embellishment, and I never did use these. Oh well. There were some cute ones though. I could almost use this one. Let's try it. liked these packs. They were $3.50. They're from October Afternoon, and it was 6x8 paper packs. And I don't know, I just thought they were pretty cool and different. And they came with like a lot of different options. So they're kind of like cut aparts, you know. I don't know, I just thought they were really cool. I especially liked that one. But for this page, I like this, and so maybe I'll put the little hello up there, or maybe right here with that heart over it. I think that's going to look cuter. Yeah, just watching the time because I've got to go pick my kids up from school. Okay. I really should be cutting this with something that's going to guarantee the straightness of it, but I'm not gonna. Okay. Okay, so I think I like this a little bit better. I could even put it here, but I think that makes the visual triangle real weird. So I'm gonna put it here, I think. Yeah. And then maybe use a different kind of washi right there. Maybe a little bit black, a little bit of black washi. I feel like this isn't one of my better videos. So if you're really hating this, like, try a different one. I'm not always this lame. Well, I don't know, maybe I am. I do get notes, and I really appreciate them by people who tell me that they enjoy the videos. So if you enjoy it, please let me know. If you don't enjoy it, don't let me know. Just go to a different, just find a different one. No, you can leave a comment, but if you don't like it. But I do find the negative comments kind of they're discouraging. I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way. If you talk to anybody that kind of puts stuff up online for the whole world to see, it's you know, it's kind of tragic when people hate your stuff. I don't get anything that people really hate it, but occasionally I'll get some like thumbs downs, and I'll always be like, aw. But you know what else I think is super lame is like, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it wasn't particularly good. It was like, I thought it was kind of lame. But the guy was like telling you how to, it was about ADHD, which maybe I have too. But my son has it, and sometimes I read the descriptions for it, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like me. But anyways, I was listening because my son has it, and he was like, I didn't think it was that great of a podcast, but, oh, you know what would be cute? As if maybe I put a little clock on here because it's also orange and it's really cute. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know if I love this, but I'm gonna try it anyways. But he was like, he was trying to tell you how to use lists to get things done, and he was like, and you could use a list for like, you know, commenting on my podcast. You could say, you could go to iTunes, and then you could rate 5 stars. Just put in that you like my podcast because it should be 5 stars. And like, I was just like, dude, you can't tell people to, I mean, I guess you can, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of lame. So I'm not telling you to give me 5 stars or thumbs up or anything like that. But here we go. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Anyways, I do think though, whenever you're commenting online, to be just particularly be gentle. You know, you don't have to say things are awesome if they're not awesome. But I do think that, and I think constructive criticism can be great, but it's, you know, this sucks, or just the thumbs down with no explanation of why the thumbs down is there is not great. I don't know. I guess when I see a video that I think is kind of lame on YouTube, I just keep going. I don't stop and say like, oh, I thought that was lame. I think I don't know. You can. Why am I on this tangent? Okay. I don't know. So I'm looking for a marker. I guess because I feel like this video is lame. And I don't want you to give me the thumbs down. I just want you to keep scrolling. Okay, so I found a kind of a navy blue. So 1970. And then now it is 2014. And then I'm going to write a little note here, but then I want to kind of hit the highlights, so I sort of have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not very good at planning. So if I did 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 2000, okay. 72, how about every fourth year? So 74, 78, 82, 84, this is hard, 88, I kind of like that though, 92, alright, so 1974, 1978, so I'm doing like the Olympics every 4 years, 1982, 1984, 1988, 1992, 1996, 19... No, it's not going to be 19, is it? I'm going to just put 1999. So, because that was like, you know, a big year. And then 2000, and then, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2002, 2000. This isn't going to make a lot of sense. 2003. We'll go 2013, 2012, 2011, 2010. And see, I don't have enough in there. Isn't that goofy? I should have planned better. I didn't. Okay, so how about 2008, 2006, 2005, 2004. Okay, so there are some random dates through my life. Oh, and let's just say it seems like tech has gone in fast forward my whole life, and I'm just trying to keep up with it all. Okay. So now the only thing I really want to do now on the page is fill in these dates, and I'm not going to bore you with that, but you can see it on my finished page. My finished page will be at Get It Scrapped on the blog post about retro tech. So look for that, and thank you for watching. And this is the page so far. Okay, thanks. And thanks for listening to all of my random rambling about you know, yeah. When I create, I like to, I found that when I create, I really like to just talk. And even if I'm just talking to myself, I kind of enjoy that. So if you're out there listening, thank you. If I've been too boring for you, again, just maybe just send me an email saying, hey, you're very boring. But be gentle with the comments. So thank you. Okay, bye.